suicide mission, but I'm coming back strong. Did 100 laps just to get 100 back, dog. Make it make sense. I don't want it, that's all. If they wanna break bread, tell them come with that sauce. Yeah, suicide mission, but I'm coming back strong. Did 100 laps just to get 100 back, dog. Make it make sense. I don't want it, that's all. If they wanna break bread, tell them come with that sauce. Yeah.
Hey family, it's your global sister, your global cousin, your global aunt, Ocean. Grand Rising. It's 10:12. The morning started off a little rocky, but nevertheless, I'm grateful. God works in mysterious ways, and when you ask Him to show you things, know that it's not always going to be pleasant. Some things you're going to see that He's going to bring to your attention is going to be disturbing. But remember, this is what you asked for. And what you asked for was clarity, for you to see the things that are unseen, or the things that go, unnoticed. I'm reminiscing. Not reminiscing. I feel like I'm having a deja vu moment because I've been through this once before. I just had an experience where, when you're co-parenting with a parent and the other one feels that they can just do whatever it is they want because that they are a parent. And I told myself when it happened that I was going to put things in place to protect myself from allowing it to happen again, and I didn't. Well, this is the second time it takes place, and there will not be a third time. So, I wake up last night to banging on my door, and, it's my kid's father. I'm coming to get my son. I'm just like, waking out of my sleep. One, how inconsiderate. You wake somebody out of their sleep banging on the door. I had texted him a day prior to that, like, I'm setting up boundaries because this is how I install self-respect for me, and I'm putting in place how I want to be treated. Because if people are only going to treat you how you allow them to treat you. So I'm putting boundaries in place as self-respect. Things that I'm not going to do, things that I'm not going to allow to happen, things that I'm not going to tolerate. And I say, listen, we're not together anymore. We don't live together. You can't come popping in at my apartment unannounced without, without letting me know in advance. I think that's not okay. When you say you want to spend time with your child, because my life does not revolve around you. I need for you to prioritize your time. I need for there to be time prioritized for your children specifically. I understand that you work, and because you don't have the obligation of taking care of them, you can work 7 days a week if you choose to. Awesome. I'm not getting in your way, but you have to prioritize your children at least sometime out of the week to do that. And I feel like it should be structured. Not anytime you want, not just you doing whatever you want, you calling me whenever you want, pull up here, I want to do. No. There has to be some type of, first of all, there needs to be respect. There needs to be respect, there needs to be structure, and there needs to be things lined up in a certain way consecutively, continuously. If you're going to spend time with your children, I need for those days to be established, not just come and go as you please. I ran into a situation like this when my daughter's nine months now, but when she was an infant, I ran into this problem where, the father comes to my apartment in the middle of the night and tells my son, come on, let's go. And I'm like, what do you mean, come on, let's go? You can't just take my child without letting me know. Where are you going with him? You're in the middle of the night. You take my son out of his bed and you tell him, let's go. Granted, I opened the door for this person. I shouldn't have, but I did not have any thought that what was about to transpire next was going to transpire. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, you worked, you want to pop in on your son, you want to give him a kiss goodnight, you want to, you know, whatever. But to come in the house and say, okay, my son is coming with me not knowing where you're taking him, me not knowing how long you're going to have him, me not being able to have access to you on the phone because you want to be petty and block me. If you have my child, I should be able to call you. There's all those games. Is just like, for me, it makes me feel uneasy, and it's not a good feeling. So what happened that night when my daughter was a newborn was I told him, because we had maybe got into a verbal disagreement prior to that, and I was told, you know, I can come get my son whenever I want, and he doesn't have, I don't have to communicate with you while I have him. And I was just like, and I told him, I said, listen, you can't do that. That's not okay. If you think that's okay, that's not okay. And if you try to, you know, take matters in your own hand to prove me wrong, then things are going to get real. And that night I ended up calling the cops because I told him, I said, listen, you're not going to take my son. You're not taking my son out of my house. If you can't answer these questions for me, you can't tell me when my son is going to be dropped back off to me, where you're going with him. You know, I don't feel comfortable with you taking my son like this. First of all, you woke him out of his sleep and you didn't give me any notice. You didn't talk to me. You didn't communicate with me at all. For me, that's a person that's mentally unstable. You're not even thinking with logic. How you're moving. I mean, if you want to get certain things done, there's ways that you can go about it in a healthy way, in a way where everything makes sense. But when you're dealing with somebody who is chaotic like that, you know, just emotionally unaware, emotionally, I don't know how to explain it. I'm dealing with somebody who has narcissistic traits, and to me, it's dangerous. You know, so I told him, I said, you know, if you're not leaving my house with my child. If you try to leave him and you try to take him, I'm going to call the cops. Boom, I called the cops. The cops came. Because he is the father of my child, I can't even say that it's kidnapping. If anybody else were to do this, it would be considered kidnapping. But because he's the child's father, they don't look at it that way. And to me, that's crazy, because that's dangerous, because there's parents who are off the wall. Who's to say that there's not parents out here who will hurt their child? Not saying that my kid's father will ever hurt their children, but at the same time is you don't know what anybody is dealing with. So for there not to be a law put in place where there's, you know, some type of limitation, some type of structure where certain things that, like, if you don't have full custody of your child, there's certain things that you should not just be able to do, period. But, you know, I don't know. This is Babylon. We're living in the United States of America. So anything goes. Nobody's really held accountable or liable to the actions that they do. A lot of people get away with things that don't make sense. So I called the cops. They came. They told me he's the father. It's not considered kidnapping. And he doesn't have to tell me coming and going. He can just take my kid. So, you know what I said to myself? I said, okay, so maybe I could have avoided this by not opening my door. I should have never allowed this person into my house. So today, I bring my son to school every day. That's what I feel comfortable doing. That's me. We bond together. He goes to school. He gets to school I drop him off to school by 8:35. I wake him up at 7. We brush our teeth together. You know, get ourselves together if we have enough time. We work out. We do exercises before we go to school. We work out together. We eat breakfast. We go to school. Last night, I'm sleeping, I'm tired, you know, banging on my door. Finally go downstairs, and it's my kid's father. Goes and wakes my son out of his sleep. Come on, let's go. Where are you going? Oh, I'll drop him off to school tomorrow. You gonna drop him off to school tomorrow? Why didn't you tell me earlier in the day that, you know, if you wanted him to go to your mother's house with you, and, you know, you spend time with him and then bring him to school in the morning? There's just certain ways that you can go about things to get the same result, but in a healthier way. My son was woken out of his sleep. Somebody's banging at my door. When I finally do look at my phone, there's like fucking 10 missed calls. Yo, I'm sleeping, bro. Like, at nighttime, I'm sleeping. That's what people do. They sleeping. I have to get up in the morning, you know, and get my son ready for school while and pray that my daughter is still asleep so that I can have one-on-one time with my son before he goes to school. What happens this morning? My daughter gets waken out of her sleep to all this commotion. You know, just barbaric energy, you know, just dark spirit energy, very this person I'm dealing with is a very mentally unstable. That's why I'm going to say mentally unstable, just not thinking with logic, angry, assertive, aggressive, doesn't listen, you know. Coming up the stairs, I say, listen, don't come upstairs. Comes up the stairs anyway. Listen, please don't stay at the door. First, that's what I said. Stay at the door because I don't want you to come in my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's just a mess. Just a mess. Anyway, comes in my house, causes all this commotion. My son's late for school because he's with him. The whole time my son is with the father, and I'm thinking he's somewhere else where he's not. And it's just, my son gets dropped off to me. My son is at my door at 8 o'clock in the morning, not ready for school, not dressed for school, has nothing, not his book bag, nothing. And I'm just like, yo, I thought you said you were going to drop him off to school. So the whole time at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm texting the grandmother, and I'm blocked from the father. So I can't even, I'm calling the father and I can't even get in contact with him to remind him, listen, my son has to be at school at 8:30. That's all I want you to know, that he needs to be at school at 8:30. I'm texting the grandmother, yo, can you let your son know that my son needs to be at school at 8:30? Because, you know, I normally get him to school. I'm going to be held responsible if he doesn't go to school, or if he's late to school. I'm held accountable for that. Please, his father said he's going to drop him off to school. Just please, you know, just make sure that he's there on time, okay? My son is dropped off to me at 8 o'clock because he's at my door at 8 o'clock with nothing prepare himself for his day. So of course he goes to school late, but I say better late than never. Mommy's going to drop you off. And it was just like so much just chaos in my house. You know, my neighbors is hearing it. I'm embarrassed. It's just like, yo, this type of environment, this type of frequency and energy and vibrations, I don't like none of that around me. I don't like chaoticness, nothing. I'm a peaceful person. One, you woke my daughter out of her sleep. You're out of pocket, bro. You know, you didn't plan with logic, because why doesn't my son have everything that, why didn't you, if you was gonna wake him out of his sleep in the middle of the night, which I feel like is out of pocket as well, you should have grabbed everything that he needed for school so that he could have been have a proper send off to school. My son's send off to school today was he had a lot on his mind as a child, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that I'm being trying to like protect my child, for my children, from being in a certain type of environment of toxicness. I'm trying to move them out, try to keep them out the way. But this person that I have a child with has a way of having my children in the middle of this shit, and it's disgusting. It disgusts me. And I told myself today, enough is enough. I've been asking God to show me the way. And I I have to do everything that I said that I wasn't going to do. You know, I didn't never want to put him on child support because he he's a good father. And for the most part, my kids don't go without. If I need help, his mom helps me, he helps me, right? But when I have to go exchange money back and forth, there's always some type of, don't nobody got time for that, bro. I don't got time for that. Have the money sent straight to my account. I want the least amount of contact with you as possible. And I know that I said that. I know that you're going to look at a video and see that, wow, she already said that. But this time, I'm serious. This is the second time. It's a charm. Like, okay, the first time it took place is one thing. I thank God that my neighbors, I'm so thankful, y'all. I'm so grateful that today, with all the commotion that took place, my neighbors mind their fucking business. They didn't call the cops on me. Because if they would have called the cops on me, yo, at the end of the day, you allow certain people to come into your space that's going off that demonic energy, that don't have no consideration for anybody else. You know, just self-centered, selfish. Those are the type of people who feel like they ain't got nothing to lose. And those people who feel like when they feel like they don't got nothing to lose, they don't care, they don't mind taking you down with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're creating a toxic environment for my kids. That, you know, my daughter fell off the bed. And thank God she fell on her hands and her knees. She cried because she was scared. But she didn't cry because she got hurt. And I thank God for that. I said, thank you, God, for protecting my baby. My baby rolls off the bed because I'm trying to push this aggressor out of my space, dude. You know, just get out. I didn't want you. I asked you not to come in here and you just invaded my space. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not going to allow anybody who does not have my best interest to be in my space. And I'm making this video because I know I'm not the only one going through something like this. And I want you to know that you're not alone. You are never alone. You have support. People will be there to help you through things like this. You have to have the courage, and really the strength. Because I've been looking out for this person for so long. I've been giving this person passes. You know, I don't want to get the laws involved. I don't want to get the people involved. You know, these people involved who already are, you know, pride themselves on destroying black homes. You know, keeping the, you know, families separated. You know, I feel like there's a systematic something created specifically pushing for that agenda. And by me, I didn't want to be a part of it. But sometimes, in order to protect yourself, protect the well-being of your health and your sanity, you have to put certain things in place to protect that. So yeah, my lease is up next year. I'm definitely relocating. Right now, I don't get child support. I'm definitely putting him on child support. Definitely. Have that money come straight to my account. I don't need to argue about if this is, you know, I think this is best for my kid. No, I don't agree with that, so I'm not going to help you with that. Listen, I don't need to go through that. I'm not going to go through that. I refuse to go through that. And it's really manipulation. It's control. It's corruption of the mind spirit of soul. Somebody is trying to bring you to a lower place because they don't feel good about themselves. And that's how I feel. Because if you're a truly happy person, you don't go around wreaking havoc everywhere you go. A peaceful person is happy. They're helpful. They find solutions to help you with your problems. They give you advice. They encourage you. If you're receiving anything opposite of that, that person does not have your best interest. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody to say they care about you, actions speak louder than words. And if the actions are showing complete opposite of what they're saying, do not trust them. I don't trust anything that's said to me. I need to be shown from here on out. And I lived this once before, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to allow it to happen again. I am so grateful. I prayed. Before I got on this video, I prayed, I cried, and I told myself enough is enough. And I want you to learn from me, because there's a lot of mothers out here who they're co-parenting with toxic people. You know, people who have been abused in the past. These, mind manipulation. People try to control you and try to guilt trip you. If you don't know better, once you know better, you do better. So now that I know better, I'm not going to allow this to happen again. And I just want you to know, you are not alone, sister. You are not alone, auntie. You are not alone, little cousin. This is what we're dealing with. These men, they are out of control. They're out of control. They're hurting. They're angry. They have a lot of inner child issues that they haven't healed from and haven't confronted and healed from. So they're going along with life. Age does not make you mature. Age does not make you wise. Lessons, learning from them lessons and not repeating those lessons is what make you wise, is what make you grow. You can't push stuff under the rug and think that everything is going to be okay. You have childhood issues that are unresolved, or that go unheard. They will echo out through your life, through your whole adult life. And if you don't be careful, you will destroy everybody who comes in your path, unintentionally or unintentionally. For me, everything is done with intent. This person intentionally wreaks havoc on me and causes unnecessary drama, but I'm going to officially remove myself from that. I'm sorry, so sorry that you guys see me on, when you guys come on my channel, you guys gonna see me in authentic as possible. Like, I left my house, I threw something on, my son was running late, and I look crazy. It is what it is. I really don't care what I look like. I'm not here to impress any of y'all. Y'all gonna see me looking busted, dusty, crusty, and all that. But I'm gonna still get up on this camera and share a few words with you guys, because I'm telling you, people don't share these experiences maybe because they're embarrassed, or they feel ashamed, or, they feel alone and they feel like they can handle everything on your own. For one, you can't handle everything on your own. It's okay to need help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to accept help. Don't push it away. Learn from all experiences. All lessons are blessings. As crazy as this morning started off and how disgusted I am so grateful that it took place the way it did, because I killed so many birds with like one stone. Like, I got a lot done with that one thing. There were certain things removed from my house that, somebody trying to, use against me. Like, it's material stuff. I'm not a superficial person. If that makes you feel better, if you think you're hurting me by taking that on your way out, that's fine. That belongs to your child. I'll replace that. It's okay. You want to be petty? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what was established today is, don't look past. When somebody shows you who they are, believe that, and you take it with you. It's okay to forgive somebody, but don't you ever forget. Because if you forget the experience, if you forget the lesson, you're going to miss the blessing and repeat the cycle again. Do not repeat the cycle. Learn from me. It could have got real crazy today. The cops could have been at my house. It could have got real ugly for me. Because at the end of the day, two parents arguing in front of kids, I could have got breach your peace. You know, my daughter didn't get hurt, but at the end of the day, she did. She was on the bed and ended up on the floor on the rug. She's safe. God protected her. But that could have been me trying to push an intruder out of my house. Try to protect my shit. Try to protect my kingdom, my home, where I live. I shouldn't have had to do that. And if I didn't have to do that, I would have been focusing on my children. But because I got this demonic entity in my house and I'm trying to chase it out, you fogging my memory. You clouding my vision. I'm looking over here when I should be focusing on my children. You're a distraction. Move out the way. Stay out the way. Move that way. Get out of here. That's how I feel at this point. And at this point right now, I'm just like, yo, I gotta do what's best for me, and I gotta do what's best for my children. The future is just a continuance of today. Anything that I put in place today is going to alleviate my stress tomorrow. It's going to be one step closer to alleviating my stress tomorrow, whatever I put in place today to keep my sanity and protect my everything around me. Seriously. And it's just crazy that the madness, that the things that black women have to deal with. And I say black women because we are already the most rejected, disrespected, neglected. You know, it's already hard as it is. We already don't have man role models. We don't have our fathers. We don't have no uncles around us to protect us, to be there, that voice. And then the person that we give a good part of our life to make it that much worse. It's just sad. It's sad. It's saddening. You could want the best for somebody else, even if it's not with you. That's how I feel. Like, bro, listen, you done some dirty shit to me that I forgave you for it. You didn't even have to give me an apology. I forgave you for me so that I can move on. This ain't got nothing to do with you. And I can wish you well and not want anything to do with you. It's okay. You don't have to tell me, oh, you accept my apology, so you have to deal with me. No, I do not. I accept your apology. Get out the way. Move out of I got things to do. You're a distraction. Please move before I move you. I don't want to have you removed. I'm giving you the option to move yourself. Please remove yourself. Please move with peace. Please with peace. Some people who are, so consumed in demonic energy, they listen to all this rah, rah, rah. They're impressed by all this superficial stuff that don't mean nothing. You're not bringing nothing to the world. You're not. My thumbprint in this world is like, it means more than any amount of money to me. Like, I don't care how much money you make. If you're a rotten person, you're a rotten person. And it's just as fast as you make that money, you can lose it. I don't wish no ill will on anybody. Even today, even after all of this commotion, I said to God during my prayer, after saying thank you for revealing to me what you wanted me to move forward, remembering what I needed to put in place so that I can prevent it from happening again. And I told God, thank you. Thank you for showing me that, because I needed a reminder. I forgot. I made a video like this last year. And here it is again with the same old shit. But this time the cops didn't get involved. Thank God. Thank God. But at the end of the day, this is the second time. There will never be a third time. This is it. So I told God in my prayer to, help him, please. He needs help, Like, I don't wish any harm on him. He's my kid's father. But at the end of the day, he's not okay. Something ain't right. And it ain't my job to heal him. It took a long time for me to help heal myself. I have to heal myself for my kids. I'm not about to be battling with your demons. I already had a head-on collision with my own. You know what I'm saying? So I prayed for him. God, please help him. Help him get the help that he needs. Something's not okay. Help him. I'll pray for you. I don't hate you, bro. I just don't understand you. So I have to remove myself from you. I don't feel safe around you. I feel like my life is in jeopardy around you. I feel like anything, you're too unpredictable for me. I can never calculate what you're doing. That's scary. I don't want nobody like that around me. I don't want nobody like that around my children, or put me in a position where I feel like my children can be removed from me based on any interaction that you have with me. Like, wow, bro. Like, I have, like, no. And I'm just like, I wanted to talk to you guys today because I have to get this off my chest. And I'm hoping maybe you can learn something from me. You can learn something from me. Like, yo, self-respect is putting boundaries in place. Don't let nobody cross them. Don't let nobody violate you. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Or God is just going to keep allowing it to happen until you say enough is enough. And that's where I'm at. Enough is enough. I got too much to lose. I'm about to be 30 next year. I had this amazing person enter my life. I feel like I manifested him, but he's the most beautiful person, and right now he's my rock. He's all I got right now. He's my friend. And everybody needs somebody, And I feel like God sent the rib of my rib and the flesh of my flesh in the perfect timing. Perfect timing. Couldn't have come in that better timing. They're out with the old, in with the new. Oh, you was getting neglected and disrespected and all of that. You wasn't getting fulfilled emotionally. You was getting abused psychologically and emotionally. I'm put somebody in a life that's emotionally available. Someone who could communicate with you and to you with respect. Somebody who's not going to disrespect you. Someone who's going to treat you like the queen that you deserve to be. Somebody who's just going to be there, support you. Oh, you need this? I got this. No, don't worry. Go ahead. I'll carry it. I got this. Call me. You need anything? Hit me up. I'm just a phone call away. I got you. Everybody needs that type of person. And when I'm telling you, when you're dealing with somebody like my kid's father, all lessons are blessings. People who come into your life, there's no such thing as coincidences in life. Granted, I had a child with this person. I chose to have another child with this person because I refused to get another abortion after having two. Fuck you, fuck that, not happening. Keeping my baby. You don't want her? That's fine. I'ma keep her. So that was my choice, right? Boom. Okay. I'll live with that. But at the end of the day, you were sent in my life to teach me something about myself so that I could be a better mother to these children. God made no mistakes when he put both of us together to create these children because God knows that he wanted me to save your children's life. He wanted me to save your children. That's why your children chose me. They could have chose anybody, but they chose me. After 7 years, I have sex one time and end up pregnant. It is what it is, but why? God had something else in place. Now that this person's being removed, because I felt like, I don't know. For me, I felt like dude was sabotaging me. Like, I felt like I had bad luck with him. I was not elevating. 7 years I did not elevate. I was being put in a box and told my wings wasn't big enough to stretch out. Just stay right there and settle for less. That's how I felt. Once I removed this energy out of my space and said enough is enough, all these blessings started coming in, yo. All these blessings started coming in. It almost felt like this person was blocking my blessings. The most beautiful person, I'm clicking with the most beautiful people are in my life right now. I had nobody with this person. The person that, when I was with this person, everybody that I had as support, they couldn't even deal with this person. Like, I love you, but I can't be around for this because this person is too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to fall back, and we're gonna link up later. Alright. But I felt alone. I felt isolated because everybody that I knew, everybody that I loved before this person was always there. And it felt like within these 7 years, I lost it all. And some of them came back. Some of them never left. They just stopped coming around physically. And now some people never came back. So it's like, you know, when you love somebody, you never leave them. It doesn't matter who's around. You don't leave nobody you love. So the people who never came back, fuck them. Whoever stayed, it was meant to stay. Whoever didn't stay, they never cared for it. But God has put me in a position to meet so many new people. So many new people. My vibe now is attracting my tribe. When I met this person back then, I was broken. I was fucked up. I was thinking, why do I have a person like this in my life? I don't deserve nobody like this. But you are what you attract. I was a broken person, so I attracted a broken person. And now that I'm healing and seeing my worth and valuing myself, getting to know myself, loving myself unconditionally no matter what, I am attracting people with the same characteristics. People who ain't about the drama, who want to be happy, who wanna live big, who want to dream big. And that's what I'm being surrounded by. But I felt like when I was with this person, all of that shit was being blocked. So it's a blessing. All lessons are blessings. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. For real. Like, I really am. I got my team from age 30 moving forward. Oh, it's lit, baby. We all about getting money. We ain't playing no games. We don't got that drama stuff. We are about our business, about our Father's business. We got purposes out here. We living in our purpose. We not out here playing. We not out here picking the wrong side. We leading by example, but we gonna be the proof. And I'm showing y'all, like, this is the real me. I'm coming uncut, and yo, learn from me. Learn from my experiences so that you can avoid it. I heard of something called, what is it? Soul custody? Soul custody of your children. I may have to look into that for real, because I don't think it's okay for you to be able to pop in and take my children whenever you please. Who told the law? Who made the law? Like, nah, bro. If I have full custody of my child lives with me. I take care of my shit. I do everything for my kid. My kid, they have your last name. They have your blood. But you should not be able to take them and do whatever as you please. No. There has to be some type of boundary put in place. And I heard of a term called soul custody, so I'm going to look into that. But I'm definitely about to get that child support because I've been letting you do you. I'm not aggressive. I don't bother you. I don't bring no drama to your life. But when I need something, I need to be able to have it. If you're going to block me from getting the bag, you need to be compensating for me on my loss. Oh, you telling me, oh, you don't want me to put my daughter in daycare, knowing that that's going to help me get on my feet. Why would you prevent me from putting my daughter in childcare? And then tell me that I should be dependent on you. That, oh, I should, the 2 days that you have off of the week, those are the 2 days that I should be working. Why you try to limit me to 2 days to get into the bag? Why do I have to work around your schedule? You blocking or not? You're not trying to sabotage me or not? If you want to see me at my fullest potential, you shouldn't be trying to, what are you doing, bro? I see right through you. I don't think you like me. You say you love me, but your moves, your actions are showing complete opposite. That's something you do to somebody you hate. Get to the bag, be independent. Nah, nigga. I don't need your permission to be successful. I'm gonna do that. That's why just a few days ago I went and checked out a daycare regardless to what dude was talking about. I don't want you to put my daughter in daycare, let her be with family. Bro, you work too much, you're not available, point blank period. I would much rather my daughter be in a daycare around professionals and other babies where she can learn things. Granted, no, he keeps saying, oh, but you never put our son in daycare. That's true. And I also breastfed my son for about maybe almost 2 years. My daughter's only 9 months. Sure, I'm cutting her short, but I'm still going to put the breast milk in a bottle. My son was never on a bottle. My daughter's going to be on the bottle. Bro, as parents, women, we have to do what we got to do, what's best for us in order to do right by our children. Don't try to block my bag. That's some hating shit. Whether, like, you don't have to admit it, but your actions are showing it, bro. Like, why would... Anyway, it don't even matter. Checked out a daycare. It looks amazing. It's expensive. Bro, it's expensive. For 2 days, out of pocket for 2 days, for her to go to daycare, it's $240 a week. A little over $1,000 a month for 8 days, bro. So I had to, I'm in the process of signing up for Care for Kids, which is a tuition program to help you with daycare. They called me back this morning. They're going to send me paperwork. Boom. Everything I'm putting in place is falling in place for some reason. You told me not to do it. I went behind your back and did it anyway. And now what? I'm about to get the fruits of my labor. I'm about to be able to go back to work and provide for my children. But for the time being, at the end of the day, not for the time being. I'm with your kids 24/7, 365. Your time spent with them, that's on you, but I still need financial help. Okay? It doesn't matter if I go to work. I still need your help. I didn't have these kids on my own. Whether you didn't want this one or not, she's yours, and you're going to come out of pocket for that. You're not going to guilt trip me and call me bum or like some reverse psychology stuff. Oh, you need money from me? That's some bum stuff. Oh, you need money from me? Haha, I thought you said you didn't need me. I don't need you. Your kids need you. I got my son in programs, all of this stuff. I'm transferring him from there to there, school. I need that gas money. Yeah, send that child support. I don't want to deal with you in the drama. So I'm going to go put you on child support so that money can come straight to my account. Alleviate the stress as much as possible. That's all I'm trying to do. Because today is the future is a continuation of today. What I put in place today is going to alleviate my stress tomorrow. Period. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care what kind of names you want to call me to try to make me feel bad about myself, because at the end of the day, any name that you put on me, you projecting yourself. That's how you feel about yourself. I didn't do nothing to you. I'm a good mother. I try to be a good co-parent with you, but I'm not about to allow nobody to disrespect me, anybody to cross the boundaries that I put in place. I'm not going to let you do whatever you want to me. I'm not going to let you gaslight me and make me think that I'm crazy. I'm not going to let you manipulate me. I'm not going to let you emotionally abuse me. I'm not going to let you do none of that, because I see past it. You're hurting. Hurt people. But I'm not going to allow you to hurt me. So go take your hurting ass somewhere else. Period. And, I'm just so over it. I feel very empowered today because I told myself enough is enough. It felt good to cry. When I cried, I was crying because a part of my feelings was hurt. And I cried because I'm just sick of this shit. I feel like that's my last cry. That was my last cry. I had to get it off. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I don't know if you're experiencing something like this, or you know anybody experiencing anything like this, but remove toxic people out of your life. Okay? I'm not trying to take my children from their father. I would never do anything like that. I'm not that type of person. I would never do that. I never stopped them from seeing their father. I would never do that. But there's not going to be no more coming to my house. We got to meet somewhere else, whether it's out in public, whether it's at your mother's house. I'm not sitting and chilling with y'all. I'm picking up and dropping off, and that's it. Call my, don't even, get your child a phone so you can call him and stop calling me. If there's anything you want to know about school, you call the school. You're listed as emergency contact. You can be having the same notifications sent to my phone. You could be having them sent to your phone as well. You ain't really got to communicate with me, bro, because if you can't communicate with respect, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not doing it. So it's all about knowing your self-worth, because only a person with low self-esteem, no respect for themselves, and somebody who doesn't know their worth and how they're supposed to be treated is going to allow that. Is going to keep allowing that. But when you know who you are, you know what you were born, when you know that you living in your purpose, and God sent you out here to do something else, and not to be out here fighting and arguing and carrying on in the niggatry, the ignorance, you just you see past it, you peep it, you analyze it, you say, wow, okay, I get it now. Well, this is how I'm moving forward. I love you guys. So crazy. I love you guys. Thank you for loving me. If anything that I talked about in this video related to any situation that you have, or if you have any questions, I don't know. I just want you to know that you're not alone. That's all. You're not alone. We all go through these things, and we don't openly talk about it because of our pride. I don't have that much pride. I honestly don't care. But I'm going to give you my narrative before somebody else gives it to you. I am the author, the illustrator, and the narrator of my story. If you will hear it from somebody else, that ain't it. You need to get it from me. So out of the Empress's mouth, I'm letting you know that, the sky's the limit. Don't let nobody break you. Misery loves company. We ain't got no time to chill, though. And God is good. Move with gratitude. Thank God for everything showing you. Tell him, ask him, teach me, show me what it is that you want me to do, and teach me. I'm willing to learn. I surrender. I leave it all in your hands. Vengeance is not mine. I'm not trying to get back at you. God already got that. I don't do that. God watching. You gonna reap what you sow. What you do is your karma. How I react is mine. My hands is clean. Keep your hands clean. Don't let nobody put you in a predicament where you dirtying your hands to match up with them. Nah, you're not the same. You're not the same. We don't move the same. Stay at a high frequency. Stay positive. Protect yourself. Protect your children. Protect your family. Protect your mind. Protect your soul. Protect your spirit. Remind yourself. Look in the mirror. Somebody tell you they talking down on you. You look in the mirror and you compliment yourself. Practice positive affirmations. Somebody call you dumb, you say I'm smart. You ugly, no, I'm pretty. You a bum, no, I'm not. I'm not a bum. That's what you say. You weak, no, I'm not. I'm strong. You weak. No, don't even dig back. To just rebuttal it with something positive, because people want you to engage in negativity. They want you to go back and forth with them and talk back and forth. Talk negative and nasty. You don't need to engage in it. Don't even do it, because that doesn't, that's what they want. Don't give them what they want. Stay positive, stay grounded, look forward, put the things in place that you got to do in order to keep your sanity. That's all you got. A mind of clarity will take you anywhere, but if it's fogged up, if your third eye's decalcified and you just out here like, you get what I'm saying, right? I love you guys. This is your girl Ocean. You can like the video, subscribe, become part of our tribe. You know, on this page we talk about real life experiences, and I want you to learn from me. You know, learn from my experiences, learn from my mistakes, and anything that you know, if you can give me some advice to make me a better person, I appreciate that as well. I'm learning too. Each one teach one, ain't it? Alright, I'll see y'all later. Love you. Please excuse me for looking like this, but like I said, y'all gonna see me. Yo, I didn't wash my face, I didn't brush my teeth, I didn't do none of that. I threw something on and I brought my son to school. Late, but better late than never. Hear me? Little one sleep. I'm in front of the library. I'm about to go print out some paperwork because gotta stay productive at times like this. What you put in place today echoes in the future. So let's get it.
If they want it there for free, tell them boys I'm out of reach. Gotta do the Montessori and you know it's never cheap. When you look around, my brother, don't you know it's all on me? They don't see, they just free, they just talk, they just cap, they don't lead it, they just sleep. All my dogs in the back, 100 deep, they'll agree. When you look around, my brother, don't you know it's all on we? I tell them, whoa, mama raised a leader, now your boy is leading, whoa. Take them back to Eden if they wanna deep it, whoa. Man, I call this in your bag and Bible season, whoa. Never leave the house if there's no reason. It's a suicide mission, but I'm coming back strong. Did 100 laps just to get 100 back, dog. Make it make sense. I don't want it, that's all. If they wanna break bread, tell them come with that sauce, yeah.